Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is struggling to hold on to this important range of support as we are coming close to the end of this weekend, which means a new move in the Ethereum price is coming soon. And that is not all for this video. I will give you guys another quick update on this bearish divergence and an important level to pay attention to. I will also give you another update on this huge fractal that is currently playing out on the Ethereum chart. And towards the end of this video, I will give you guys another update on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So definitely make sure you're watching this video all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And what we can straight away see is obviously the fact that Ethereum has seen a little bit more downside price action since where we were just yesterday. And if you watched my Ethereum video that I posted yesterday on the channel, I let you guys know in that video about all of this weekend price action during this uptrend so far, and that the majority of the weekends during this uptrend so far have actually been bearish weekends. So looking at the past 4 weekends, not including this one because we're still forming this weekend, out of the last 4 weekends back here, we had 2 that were bearish, 1 that was neutral, and 1 that was bullish. So when you're simply taking a look at the statistics for the weekend price action over the past 1 month approximately, we basically have a 25% chance of being bullish, a 25% chance of basically just going sideways, and a 50% chance of having a bit of a pullback in the weekend. So that obviously means that the most probable outcome for this weekend is going to be a little bit of a pullback in the price of Ethereum, a little bit of bearish price action. And once again, I let you guys know that yesterday, and since yesterday, we have indeed seen that small pullback that we were looking for. And of course, I was never talking about a major pullback, just a slight bearish dip, just like what we've seen these previous times back here. And there's only a few more hours to go in this weekend before we close the week, and in fact close the month as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see where the weekly and the monthly candle closes, and I will update you guys in real time over on my Twitter as soon as that happens. So make sure you check that out. The link is in the description, and I will include those huge significant candle closes in my next Ethereum and Bitcoin update videos. But for the time being, when you're looking at UTC time, we are still forming the weekend, so we still have a few hours to go. But between now and the end of the weekend, honestly, I don't expect too much to happen because we've pretty much already seen that short-term pullback that we were expecting. The only other thing to look out for is the price oscillators. Right now, for example, the 4-hour MACD, we did see a small bearish cross in the middle of the weekend, which is very interesting because looking at all of these previous weekends throughout this uptrend so far, the MACD for Ethereum either saw a bearish cross in those weekends, or if we did not see a bearish cross, we were already heading in the bearish direction in the MACD. So once again, that has happened every single weekend in this entire uptrend so far. So this weekend has made it the 5th weekend in a row where the MACD has either flipped bearish or has stayed bearish for the weekend. But with that being said, going into the beginning of the next week, considering the fact that Ethereum is still in this uptrend, obviously there's going to have to be some times where we will be looking bullish. And at least so far, the main bullish price action has happened during the week. In fact, over the past 1 month, approximately 3 out of 4 weeks have been bullish in the beginning of the week. And then the other 1 out of 4 had a pretty neutral start to the week. And then it was only towards the middle of the week going into the end of the week that we had a very strong finish. But to completely simplify it, basically if you bought Monday and sold Friday throughout this uptrend, you would have done very well so far because obviously during the week we've been looking bullish every single week over the past 1 to 1.5 months approximately, and then it was only in the weekends where we have had a little bit more bearish price action. So obviously just because that's happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see the exact same thing again, because nothing in these markets is 100% guaranteed, but we can use things like this to simply look at the most likely scenario, the most probable scenario, and already we have determined this short-term pullback before it actually happened. So especially if Ethereum can form some sort of bounce towards the beginning of next week, then I myself, as a part of my Ethereum strategy, I'll be potentially taking a look at that as an opportunity to enter into the Ethereum market in the form of either accumulating Ethereum on the spot market or potentially entering into a new Ethereum long position once the new week starts. But of course, that would also depend on whether we're finding support along one of these important levels, as I just mentioned. And so first of all, where are those important levels that we should be paying attention to? And well, right now, we are definitely struggling to hold on to this range of support, which is coming in between 4.3K and around 4.220. So really, if we start seeing a confirmed break below around 4.2K, that is how you know that we're really starting to lose this range of support. And we do have a major level of support coming in at approximately 4,000 US dollars right here, simply because we've seen a lot of support at that level previously and also huge resistance at that same sort of level. But between now and then, we also have the VP/VR indicator to take a look at. For example, the main cluster of volume is coming in at around 4,130 to 4,140 approximately. So I will also be paying attention to that level as potentially a short-term level of support for Ethereum if we do end up seeing a bit more of a move to the downside here. Other than that, just zooming out on the 12-hour chart for Ethereum versus the US dollar and taking a look at this bearish divergence that I was letting you guys know about yesterday on the channel. And once again, a bearish divergence for the beginners out there just means a loss in the bullish momentum. So usually the outcome is either a small sideways consolidation or a small pullback to the downside. And that's basically what we're seeing right now. And by the way, this huge line of support is the 100 exponential moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And right now that is coming in at around 4,050 US dollars. And you can clearly see here throughout the uptrend, we have found huge support along this exact EMA multiple times here. And zooming out even further, we saw similar things back here in this previous uptrend during August. And we also found resistance along this level as we were forming a downtrend during September. And I'll let you guys know about this yesterday already, but for the new viewers on the channel, the last time we saw a bearish divergence on the 12-hour chart was all the way back here towards the beginning of August. And the outcome from that bearish divergence was basically just a pullback towards the 100 EMA before we ended up forming a nice bounce from that level and more bullish price action later on. So that's why I'm paying close attention to this bearish divergence and this EMA. On top of that, we've got this huge fractal on the Ethereum daily time frame. I already spoke about this fractal for Ethereum a few days ago on the cryptowrld channel, but for the new viewers on the channel, I basically grabbed this price action from this price action back during August, as you can see. And so when you simply copy this previous price action and take it over to the current price action, what we can see here is actually Ethereum is following the previous price action just here very closely. We've had a bullish move to the upside leading into a sideways consolidation and then a pullback to the downside and then another pump to the upside and then another short-term pullback to the downside, which is exactly where we are right now. And so really for as long as we can remain above around 4,000 US dollars approximately, we're still pretty well on track for this fractal playing out. And basically if this continues to play out, then this fractal does indeed suggest a $5,000 Ethereum coming into play in November. So possibly within a few weeks from now, Ethereum could be trading close to 5,000 or even above 5,000 US dollars if we simply continue to follow along with this fractal, which is of course not guaranteed, but considering how close we have been following this fractal so far, it's definitely something to at least pay attention to. And just giving you a quick update on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, obviously we saw that rejection from this point of resistance a couple days ago, and since then we've come straight into this exact line of support, which is coming in at around 0.069 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And so if we can get a bounce pretty soon here for Ethereum valued against Bitcoin, then obviously that would be really good because that would mean that we're staying within this uptrend, but obviously a break below that line could potentially be the first sign that we are starting to lose this uptrend and possibly start a new downtrend. But of course, a downtrend isn't really confirmed until we start forming some lower lows and lower highs. And if Ethereum can hold this level of support and get a bounce here to the upside, then the major level of resistance for Ethereum versus Bitcoin is currently coming in at around 0.0733 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And don't forget, if you want to get extra updates throughout the day, make sure you're checking out my Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below. I even give you guys some other content from time to time on different altcoins that I don't even cover here on the channel. So if you want to get all of this extra valuable content, which is completely for free, once again, that is all on my Twitter and the link to my Twitter is in the description. And if you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future updates as soon as I post them. I really do appreciate all of your support in the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. We're still on track to hitting 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And honestly, that would be absolutely amazing if we could all come together and achieve that goal, because I don't really see that as a goal just for me. I see that as a goal for this entire community, the crypto world community. And for the new viewers on the channel, before you're clicking off, make sure you're checking out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a trading tutorial video showing you how I trade crypto and a passive income video showing you how I earn passive income every day in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.